Welcome to Savage Kitchen. Today, all things pumpkin spice. Forgive me, I know it seems super basic, but honestly, it's fall. It's pumpkin season. It's delicious. So today, we're going to do 4 different drinks, 3 cocktails, 1 mocktail, all using pumpkin spice. Now, this is a shameless plug for my own product. However, you can make your own pumpkin spice syrup. I actually have a recipe on this channel. I'll link to that above. You can buy other brands of pumpkin spice. I'm gonna say, obviously I'm biased. They're not as good as this though. This is pumpkin pie in syrup form. It is luxurious. It is delicious. It is everything that you want for fall. Now, I'm gonna put chapter markers below if there's a particular drink that you would like to jump ahead to. Otherwise, come with me on the journey. First up is actually going to be our mocktail. This is a drink that we're making with ingredients that you're probably going to have around during the fall. I mean, I know I do. And this is also a drink that if you want to make an adult version, if you want to spike this with a particular spirit, you absolutely can. But it's delicious on its own. It's kid friendly, it's sober friendly, it's fall friendly. It's really fucking friendly. And also, I have to thank my friends at Elevated Craft. This is their diamond shaker. And it's so funny, when they announced a new product, I was like, what else can they do? And truly, this is stunning. It's beautifully designed. I love the deco vibes, but also they completely redesigned the functionality of it. The lid, the measuring cup, the grip feels differently, not just because of this design, but the actual shape is slightly different. So I'm pretty excited to take it for its first spin. Things that you're gonna need for this drink: unfiltered apple cider, orange juice, and mineral water. I love Topo Chico. It's just the right amount of bubbles for me. I also love San Pellegrino. Club soda works too. If you don't like effervescence, you could just use tap water, but this drink isn't overly effervescent. It's not overly bubbly, so I would do mineral water. And then obviously our pumpkin spice syrup. So we're gonna use the lid here as our measuring cup. So we're gonna start with 4 ounces of apple cider. And then for a little extra acidity, we're gonna do about 1.5 ounces of orange juice. Also, this is a super forgiving recipe. Adjust to your taste. This recipe also batches really well if you wanna do like a big party punch. 1.5 ounces of syrup, which I know sounds like a lot, but like, it's the holidays, we're indulging, subtle. And also, I really want those pumpkin flavors to come through. And shake this up really well. Ooh. So this shaker has a built-in strainer, but I want the ice from this. So we're just gonna pour directly from our shaker into our glass. And then we're gonna top it off with just a little bit of Topo Chico. And then to garnish, I'm just gonna throw a couple of cinnamon sticks in here and float a little dehydrated apple right on top. And there we have it. I don't know what we're calling this, maybe a pumpkin spice cider, but I do know it is delicious. Let's have a taste. It was really good. What I love about this is the addition of the orange juice and the mineral water just lightens up what can sometimes be heavy. Cider sometimes is like overly sweet and overly syrupy, and like we're adding syrup to it. So the addition of that acid and the effervescence really like lightens things up and just makes this absolutely delicious. Okay, yeah. If you wanna spike this, I would suggest a spiced rum, maybe brandy, maybe bourbon, always bourbon. We know I love bourbon. But I do think that spiced rum is the right flavor profile for this particular drink. So have at it. Let me know if you try it. Next up, we have a cocktail that might be for the more spirit-forward drinkers among us. This is going to be sort of a spin on an old-fashioned, maybe slightly into Manhattan territory because we're adding another spirit to it. So for this drink, we are going to be using a rye whiskey, an allspice dram, some aromatic bitters, and pumpkin spice syrup. Duh. Into our mixing glass, we're gonna do 2 ounces of rye. You could also do this with bourbon, but I do think that the spiciness of a rye is really well suited here because of the other spices that we're playing with. It just, I don't know, it's spicy in fall. And now we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of allspice dram. If you can't find allspice dram, you can actually make your own. Rob's Home Bar has a great recipe. If you guys want me to do an allspice dram recipe, happy to. Leave me a note in the comments below. About 3/4 of an ounce. And then we're gonna add just a 1/2 ounce of our pumpkin spice syrup. Now, so with Savage Kitchen Provisions, these are rich, simple syrups. So they are flavor packed. They are more dense than your typical simple syrup. Think more the viscosity of like a maple syrup. So a little bit does go a long way. Do a little 1/2 ounce there. And I'm particularly proud of our pumpkin spice syrup because we use real, organic, ground, dehydrated pumpkin. And that's why it tastes so good. And then I'm gonna be using some aromatic bitters from Patrician's Small Batch Bitters. Stir, stir, stir. So in stirring, we're doing 2 things here. 1, we're chilling the drink. We want these ingredients nice and cold, but 2, we're diluting it just a little bit. Water is one of the ingredients in a stirred down cocktail. Good morning. So we're pouring over a large cube. I kind of want to garnish this with a cherry just because I can. I like a cherry in an old-fashioned drink, like a good cherry, a Luxardo, not those atomic red cherries that you find in the grocery store usually. It is well before noon here and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this. Yum. So the allspice dram really, really takes those notes of clove and just like, boom, it's almost like a punch in the face. So if you don't enjoy clove, one of 2 things, either dial back the allspice dram or you can omit it completely. And if you want to, maybe a sweet vermouth, or you can increase the pumpkin spice syrup. The syrup in this cocktail is super subtle. I only added a 1/2 ounce. You could maybe add a little bit more, just depending on the sweetness that you like. I tend, ironically, I don't personally really enjoy very sweet cocktails. So I love this ratio, but find the ratio that suits your palate. We're taking a pumpkin and we're making a cup out of it because Halloween. Now, also Thanksgiving, I feel like this is super cute. I saw Brunch with Babs do something similar to this on Instagram and decided I had to try it. So this is a pumpkin pie pumpkin. You find these in the grocery store, usually like at the very front in a big bin. It's a couple of dollars for a small pumpkin. This one's actually kind of large. You can absolutely find smaller ones, like this guy's just a baby. You want to cut the top off, hollow it out. And in this pumpkin is going to go a pumpkin spice margarita because why not? Now, this is a pretty large cavity in here. I'm gonna bet this is like probably at least 12 ounces that we're gonna fit in here. So we're gonna put a lot of ice. Things that you're gonna need for your pumpkin spice margarita, aside from a very adorable and labor-intensive pumpkin cup. Choose your favorite tequila. I went with a Reposado. An orange liqueur. I went with Grand Marnier here, which is brandy based and a little bit richer than a triple sec. And I think with these flavors, this is gonna be the way to go. And then some orange bitters, again, from my friend Peter, Patrician Small Batch Bitters. They're amazing. And for our citrus, typically a margarita has lime juice in it, but we're gonna actually use some blood orange. If you've never had blood oranges before, you're not gonna have one now. Fuck, that's a lie. Let's try this again. So when you cut into a blood orange, it should be red. Well, 2 for 2. Let's see if number 3 is the same. There we go. That is what a blood orange is supposed to look like. And I just want to get about an ounce of juice out of this for our cocktail. So now this is a little bit more acid than you would typically do in a margarita, but typically you're using lime juice, which just has much more pucker to it than orange juice. So we're gonna do a little bit more here. So 1 ounce blood orange juice, 2 ounces of tequila. We're gonna do about 3/4 of an ounce of Grand Marnier. Wow, I really love the new measuring lines in the elevated cup. I have to say, I have 3 other elevated craft shakers and I rarely have used the cap to measure, but I like it in this one. And then we're gonna do another, roughly, maybe just 1/2 ounce of pumpkin spice syrup. Depends on like how pumpkiny and spicy you want this. If you want to have that pumpkin pie flavor be a little more present, use a little more syrup. And then some orange bitters. All right, give her a good shake. I love this. I might need one in every color. Okay, just like our cider, we're actually gonna keep the ice in this one and go straight into our pumpkin vessel. Now, sipping out of a pumpkin, a little tricky. So I recommend a straw. Also, it just looks really cute, kind of a green stem, right? It's like tiki vibes, but for Halloween. That's adorable. Pumpkin spice margarita in a pumpkin. Highly recommend. And finally, since I've been drinking all morning, let's have some coffee. This cocktail is a spin on a pumpkin spice latte because basic. And you know what? I'm not even mad at it because it's also delicious. You could do it with vodka, you could do it with rum, you could do it with bourbon, you could do it with tequila. Like, this one really depends on your palate and what you enjoy. I tend to think that cognac here is this rich, luxurious base for other very strong flavors because the coffee really shines through in this. We're adding some cream and then we're adding our pumpkin spice. For coffee liqueur, there is no other. Mr. Black, this is it. You guys know I've been a fan of Mr. Black for years. I continue to be a fan. If you are not going to use Mr. Black, I would not use Kahlua. It is way too sweet. I would actually do coffee, espresso. We're going to do, for my purposes and the rest of my day, I'm actually going to make this with coffee, but to me, Mr. Black tastes just like really delicious espresso. So we're going to be using a cold brew coffee here that's actually pretty similar in flavor profile. And then our pumpkin spice syrup. Now this cocktail, we're going to be serving it cold, but this works warm too. If you actually want to brew hot coffee and do this that way, or if you want to steam your milk and do it that way, you absolutely can. But we're in Phoenix and it's fall, but it's still 80 degrees outside. So we're going cold. Into our shaker, we're going to do 2 ounces of our milk or cream. I'm using a non-dairy creamer here, unsweetened, because we're going to add our own sweetness to it. We're going to do 1.5 ounces of our cognac. I really want to open the Mr. Black, but like I have to drive later. Let's settle. 2 ounces of either your Mr. Black or your coffee. And like, I know it seems weird that I'm pouring coffee out of a can, but this is a local coffee company and it's fantastic. Cartel makes great coffee and their canned coffee is wonderful too. I'm gonna do a full ounce of our pumpkin spice syrup. Now, if you get the Savage Kitchen pumpkin spice syrup, make sure to shake it up. You're gonna notice that the syrup settles, and that's because there's real ingredients in it. And then after you open it, keep it in the fridge. Ice into our beautiful fluted diamond shaker. I mean, honestly, like I've had a relationship with Elevated Craft pretty much from the beginning, but I swear to God, they're not paying me to say this. I really, I'm super impressed by the new shaker. Oh, fuck, that's so good. Wow, I'm impressed myself. That is just delicious. The problem with this drink is like, it goes down so easy that you could knock back so many of these and either be totally wired on caffeine or a little tipsy from all the cognac. Neither sounds that bad right now. Whew. All right, let's line them up. Whew. Wow, happy fall. For pumpkin spice cocktails and or mocktails for all of your fall adventures. If I were entertaining, I would absolutely and have done a punch with the pumpkin spice cider. This batches and scales really easily. Keeps well, is delicious even with the Topo Chico in it, or you can just top off drinks with the Topo Chico. For your spirit forward drinkers, your cocktail enthusiasts, those of us that like bourbon neat, this is quite delicious. For novelty party or something you just want to do something like really special and entertaining, absolutely recommend the pumpkin cup. I did it here with a pumpkin margarita, but I also think the punch would be super fun in this. I'm not a margarita lover. It is not my thing. I'm always honest with you guys, but this is you know, in the realm of margaritas, it's not bad. It's not my favorite. The ube margarita is definitely my favorite, but this will do. And then this pumpkin spice latte. Oh, I mean, it's coffee, it's cream, it's pumpkin. It is delicious. So I hope you give these a try. If you want to order your own pumpkin spice syrup, savagekitchen.com. I will put a link in the description below. I so appreciate the support. The adventure of starting a specialty food business is not something I ever imagined I'd be doing, and I am so humbled by how amazing this community has been and how supportive. So thank you, and keep ordering, and we're gonna keep coming out with new flavors. So questions, comments, ideas, leave them below, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers, friends.